Hello, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and thank you so much for joining us. We are on day number 21 of 31, where I'm going live talking to you all about cybersecurity. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're talking all about passwords. So I'm going to be playing a game with you. I mentioned we're going to be having prizes. We're going to be interviewing a few people next week, and today is game time. And I want you to go ahead, have a seat, and I want you to think about all the passwords that you use. So in your mind right now, I'd like for you to just go through your mind and start thinking about all the passwords you use, because I'm going to have a game that I want to play with you. So I'm going to give you a second. All right, I'm almost there. All right, about 10 more seconds. Have you thought of all your passwords? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to list these passwords and let me know if I guess your password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. QWERTY. Dragon. Sunshine. Let me in. ABC 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superman. ASDFGHJKL. Now, were you one of those people that I just listed one of your passwords, be it your computer password, be it your cell phone password, a website, something for online? If that was you, I want you to right now go ahead and put yes right now in the comments. Put yes that, hey, how did you guess my password? All right, so thank you for putting your comments. I see a few yeses, so guess what? How did I know your password? Because you actually are using one of the top passwords used in 2019. I just read to you the top 15 passwords used in 2019. So you're definitely going to be wanting to listen to this video because there is no prize. The prize is you need to go in timeout, and after this video, you need to go change your password because hackers know your password. And not only do hackers know your password, the entire universe knows your password, and you're very susceptible to getting hacking. So you're definitely going to want to also go through with your employees and in your business and talk to them and actually give them that top 10 list and send out an email that says, hey, if any of you guys are using these passwords, I don't even want to know. Let's not even go there. You need to change your password ASAP. So now you may be saying, all right, well, fine. All right, I'm going to change it. But Andre, what do I change my password to? Well, the first thing you shouldn't change your password to is anything that has the combination of your date of birth, the year you were born, the day you were born, because hackers can also guess that too. Because if they are getting into your systems and they may already know who you are, you may have gone through identity theft, your information may have been in the dark web. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to try your date of birth and your year. They're going to try date of birth, day, year. So don't use anything related to that. Also, always make sure that your passwords have a lowercase, uppercase, and a special character. So this is how I personally use my passwords. Now, this is one, of course, this example I'm going to be giving you is not my actual password, but I use long sentences. So for example, I'm great at baseball 2020. What I do is I capitalized, in this example, I would have capitalized the I, and then in great, I capitalized the G, and then instead of the letter E, I put the letter 3, and then instead of at sign, because I said I'm great at baseball 2020, I put the at sign, and then for 2020, I actually put the numbers. So when you think of when you're creating a password, a lot of times some websites they want upper lower character, some type of hashtag or whatever the case is. So when you're doing your password, you always want to make sure at minimum it's 8 characters or less. 8 characters or more. Typically, passwords are from 8 to 24 characters. So also, I recommend that you use different passwords on different systems. So if you have an Office Depot account, an Amazon account, a Bank of America account, a Wells Fargo account, don't use the same password. Because if someone was to get access to one of your passwords, they're obviously not going to have access to all of your other passwords. And a lot of times in business, the username is actually your email address. And that's just easier for the hacker to get into your system. So, like I mentioned, you definitely want to talk to your employees about this because passwords is the number one way for bad guys to get into systems because once the bad guy has the password, he's into your systems. As I mentioned again, don't use passwords that are based on personal information. So like if you're a business, don't put your passwords as a business. Don't put passwords or words that can be found in the dictionary. So I'm right now looking at a Logitech camera. My password will not be Logitech camera because hackers have a way, what they call dictionary passwords. And although the word Logitech and camera together is not in the dictionary, but those are two words that you can find in the dictionary. And what these hackers have is huge, huge databases. And when they're trying to break into your system, what they're actually doing is using a dictionary password. And this is like supercomputers, super databases, and they're trying all different sorts of ways of the characters of the dictionary. So they may try, okay, let's just say your password is Logitech camera. They're going to try Logitech camera. They're going to try camera Logitech. They're going to try with a uppercase L, uppercase C, etc., etc. And these processes can go so fast, and within 5 minutes, they can go through the whole dictionary and be able to get into your system if your password was Logitech camera. But what you could do if you did want to make your password Logitech camera is that you would want to capitalize the L. Like I mentioned, instead of putting the word, let's just say C, you can replace the letter C with an O, maybe, or even put the letter A, for example. You can make it a number. You can make it at sign. So there's so many different variations that you can change your password to. But the most important thing is that you train your employees and encourage them. Do not use simple passwords. For anything in our computer for your business, you let your employees know that if they're using anything for the business and personal, that it's not allowed. They shouldn't be, if they have a personal Bank of America account, if they have a personal Amazon account, let your employees know, no, that's not allowed, that your passwords need to be separate from the business. It's actually good for the employee too, because unfortunately, we've seen some very interesting cases in IT where the bosses will actually try to get into the personal side of of an employee. Obviously, that's illegal, but it does happen. So just to protect the employee and to protect their privacy, definitely encourage your employees to keep those two passwords separate. So here I see Carlos Laws. Thank you so much for watching. It says, my Microsoft 365 caught someone trying to forward my emails to their Gmail account. Yeah, that's actually a very good point, Carlos, and thank you for mentioning that. That is a way that hackers, which I can make a video about it, but in short, what happens is someone was forwarding an email. So if, let's just say you have a Microsoft account, and now there's a rule that you say, every time someone sends me an email, forward it to this email. Most likely, Carlos, they also, Carlos, most also what they tried to do was they made a rule so that when they started to do the communications, they deleted it so that way you didn't see it in your inbox. Or for example, if they received the email, they forwarded it to that Gmail that's not yours, they may have made a rule to say anytime this email gets forwarded, delete it from the sent folder. And then that way